All right, so before we start playing, I do want to disclaimer things that this is a sponsored stream. This stream is sponsored by Paradox Interactive, who are the publisher behind Empire Sin. Again, the developer is Romero Games. That's John and Brenda. Romero, like Romero of, like, you know, the old ID software, id Software days and things like that. I actually got to meet them both at last year's PDXCon in October. You know, just before the entire world just shut down. And they were wonderful people, and they actually had a special event at, like, after the main PDXCon at night for select people. They actually set up a speakeasy. We went there and we played poker, and I played poker with John Romero and beat him. I just like my life. All right, let's play some video games. So Empire Sin, yes, is, whoops. Which one did I click on? I hope, okay, I think that was the right button, but just in case here. Yes, new game, perfect. Empire Sin is set in the 1920s in Chicago, and we have, like, a million different main characters to... Did I literally click exactly the right amount of times to loop back to the start? That is crazy sauce. There are, I actually just wrote them down and got the count. That is 5... There are 14 different mobsters that you can play as, and they are based on historical characters. Not all of them were necessarily active in Chicago itself, but these are all based on realsies people. So in the video I put up on the YubTub, the Let's Try, I had Stephanie St. Clair in there, for example. I believe she mostly operated out of Harlem rather than Chicago. We've got Alphonse Capone, Al Capone himself, who certainly did operate in Chicago. Frankie Donovan, and you can see they all have unique bonuses, right? They all have a unique ability that they're going to use in combat, as well as bonuses to their empires, either boosted productivity or maybe some discounts to certain things. And then, yeah, various diplomatic bonuses that can come up as well. So I don't know who you guys would like us to play as. Is there anyone from Belgium? I don't think there is.
Goldie, Garneau, the pleasure's all yours.
We do have a French person, Goldie Garneau, over here. Was she might have been Canadian. Because this flag here, is that the Ontario flag? I'm like super squint mode, or the old Canadian flag, because like the Canadian flag wasn't a thing yet. I mean, that would be a thing. It's from Montreal. There we go. It's the Dominion of Canada flag, yeah. And then she's got the French background over here. Cool flapper dress. Like that a lot. Cywing Mock. Hey, Maggie Dyer from the White City Circus with a lion tamer ability. I haven't looked her up. I'm kind of curious about her story over here.
Let's do some business, you and me.
Dion O'Banion from the Northside Mob.
Muy bien.
Salazar Rea. He's got his boss ability, Santa Muerta. Deliver unto the Lady of Holy Death. Dual wield your revolvers and spin in a circle, firing a shot into all enemies around you. Some kick-ass abilities. Kick-ass abilities.
Daniel McKee Jackson here.
I think he was one of the ones they really showcased at PDXCon last year. A really cool history. Again, I think he might have operated mostly out of, like, New Orleans. So again, you know, they're bringing everyone into Chicago because it was, you know, a cool place to be for the story over here. Frank Reagan.
Mabel Riley. Nice to meet you.
Mabel Riley. Nice to meet you, too.
Elvira Duarte pa servirle.
I think she's had a bit too much smoking done. You know, she should really cut back to a couple packs a day. Salazar equals future El Presidente. Roll the dice. That's not a bad way to do it.
Good choice.
Joseph Saltis. And then, yeah, that brings us back to the front of the loop. So, people, what do you want? Which one is sort of, like, ringing strongest for you guys? Play as Goldie. Wait, I thought about making a vote. Rolling the dice could be a thing, certainly.
Easy choice.
Frenchie. Missing a random button. Well, I mean, I guess. Goldie and Capone. A lot of people might want Goldie the Canadian. Capone or Goldie. All right, let's do a vote between those two. I'm going to make a quick straw poll. Straw poll. It's going to be Capone or Goldie. Capone, the classic. Goldie, the Canuck. Create poll. Where's the link? Right over here. Boom, boom, boom. Vote. What are their abilities? Who cares about their abilities? I mean, you're right. Actually, hold on. Before I post the link, let's check their abilities. Mostly it was like, who looks cooler, right? Capone was just over here, wasn't he?
You can get much further with a kind word and a gun than you can with a kind word alone.
So Alphonse Capone, he leads the outfit. And his boss ability, a rain of fire. Fire a stream of bullets over the highlighted area. Anyone caught in the area is suppressed and will take damage when they move. His bonuses are his breweries are 20% cheaper. The production cost is 20% cheaper. And so these are upgrades. So production is an upgrade you can do to your businesses, and ambiance is an upgrade you can do to your businesses. So we get a discount to brewery production and brothel ambiance. And his diplomatic bonus is stronger bonds, passive faction rating gain when in a defensive pack +1. So if we have a defensive pack with someone, our relationship improves a little bit more. And if we go to Goldie Garneau over here.
Goldie Garneau. Try not to stare, chérie.
Try not to stare, chérie. Bring your enemies to their knees. Place your mark on your enemies. Once marked, fire a shot at each target. Each shot has improved critical chance and ignores defense. Damn. Her speakeasies will earn 5% more. And all casino upgrades are going to be 5% off. So not a particular category. All upgrades for casinos are 5% off. The speakeasy earnings plus 5%. It's kind of nice. Room to grow. Threat generation shared neighborhood minus 50%. So other people aren't as intimidated by us and aren't as likely to get triggered by us expanding as quickly. We'll have a little bit more. She does look strong. I have to agree. This is kind of kick-ass. All right, so now that we've looked at their abilities, let's go ahead. There's the straw poll link. Go ahead and click through there and vote. And then I'm going to Google Goldie Garneau from the Empire Scene Wiki, but I wonder, is she actually based on a real person? Fictional playable crime boss. She might have been based on, you know, some amalgamation of things or stuff that happened. It is very appropriate to play a Canuckian here in Empire Sin because in the while in this game, the booze you will be producing yourself in distilleries. But in fact, a lot of alcohol came from Canada at this time because Canada didn't have prohibition. So Canadian whiskey distillers and other hard spirits would make plenty of booze and just sell some of it to some people who might carry it across the border. I don't know. It's not my problem, eh? But yeah, Canadian booze barons made tons of money during Prohibition. It was incredible. Where's my straw poll? What are the results looking like? Oh my god, overwhelming in favor of Goldie Garneau. That's awesome. I love it. And I'm betting not as many people are going to pick her as their first character, and I'm very excited about this. So in game we produce booze, and in chat we produce booze. The terrible puns are starting already. Luckily we even have a new emote for booing. That's great. Boom. Okay, so starting, I'm gonna leave the options default. We're gonna have maximum number of neighborhoods. Apparently this is minimum number of enemy factions. There, we'll leave it here, and then difficulty. I'm gonna leave it right in the middle of the thing. We're probably gonna get our butt kicked, but let's give it our best shot. And every one of these characters, when you start, there's a unique story. Goldie Garneau is well known around Chicago as an entertainer and as a gangster. She gets in the back of Sal's cab. Was it March 17th, 1920?
Miss Garneau, it's great to see you.
So we get a couple of options. We're gonna go for maximum conversation here. Salmon, I guess she's gonna do the voice acting. Damn! Why do they have to have voice acting? Now I don't get to do it.
Sal, mon ami, it's Goldie. It's been a long day, and it is far from over. To my racket, please.
You on stage tonight, Goldie? You got time to change? Because, if you don't mind my saying, your dress has blood on it.
Tabernacle! This dress is new. Luckily I have several the same. Or, you should keep your eyes on the road and not my hemline. Well, I gotta go for Tabernacle because, you know, we're gonna throw in the Quebecois swears. I will note, we might get this a little less actually with Goldie, but there is some adult language in this game, and it does deal with, you know, there's people getting killed, and we can open brothels and things like that, so there you go. We got, whoa, first of all, there was Whiskey and Chocolate a second ago. Also, Mishra coming in with 10 gift subs for the community. Thank you so much, Mishra. And yeah, Villain, I do want to watch Peaky Blinders. I haven't seen it yet, but I've got to. One Christopher, thank you very much for contributing to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. I mean, what whiskey? No, we don't have any of that here. That would be illegal. Fun fact, my grandfather had no cool hats, but was a rum runner and hid his tub shine in hollowed out wood piles along the coast of Nova Scotia. Holy crap! That's amazing. Actually, Brenda, I think it's Brenda Romero. I keep going to say Brenna, but I think it's Brenda Romero, who is the lead on this project. I think her grandfather used to be a booze runner, I think in Chicago, and he was responsible for getting a lot of the booze over the Canadian border. Anyway, I'm gonna go for Tabarnak.
Tabarnak, this dress is new. Luckily, I have several the same.
I suppose in your game you
convenient.
must have a brand.
Today, we just drink Canadian whiskey. Yeah. Thank you very much, Essentia. It is Brenda. I had a disagreeable encounter with a business partner, but they see things my way now, or I won't play a game with words. When someone wrongs me, this is what happens. They bleed. I like the implied threat. But now they see things my way now.
I had a disagreeable encounter with a business partner, but they see things my way now.
Entertainment
Game needs
sounds
Twitch
like a
integration.
cutthroat
I
business.
agree. You don't know the half of it. Well, you probably know all of it. How many entertainers are in your taxi each day? Or cutting throats is a cutthroat business. You know Chicago, Sal, too well, huh? Someone may reach from behind with a razor and... I'm gonna go with one again.
You don't know half of it. Well, you probably know all of it. How many entertainers are in your taxi each day?
I do like to get to know
More subtle
people.
type 1. Yeah. Do you wonder if you know too much, Sal? It's hard to keep a secret if someone else wants it. Enemies are always behind you, Sal. It's easier to stab them. No, again, we're a little subtle. Like, this sort of, what is it, like the dagger and the velvet glove kind of approach?
Do you wonder if you know too much, Sal? It's hard to keep a secret if someone else wants it.
Old Sal gets on with everyone. But I can't really say I know much about you at all, Goldie.
What do you need to know, Sal? What you see is what you get. That is for your own good, lest you share under duress. What do you know? I mean, no, for number 2, like, explain why we're a little bit squirrely with our answers.
That's for your own good, lest to share under duress. What do you know?
I know you're a proud Quebecois from Montreal, that you love to sing and perform all over Chicago. And in the middle of it all, you find the time to explore other underground business interests. Beyond that,
Hashtag Quebec. Hey, whiskey and chocolate. Cool, man! Quill says, right in the middle, all I hear is stuck right in the middle with you. It's more than I want you to know, I think. Be careful. No, it's not like you know plenty enough. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It sounds like you know plenty.
there's a long road between Chicago and Montreal. You still have people there?
Oh, well, we're gonna go with the one that's got a little bit of French in it. We just have to.
That road has been traveled. The past, je m'en fiche. Leave it where it is. I can't go against the current.
Look, it's a Canadian
I
drink.
wish I had that freedom sometimes, Goldie.
Yeah, I know. The problem is I'm going to move... I guess I'll move it now, the camera. I'm going to have to move it back once the game starts, but I guess that's fine. No, move the camera. No, move the camera. Thank you. We'll do that. Leave any time right now. No. Takes bravery to let things go. Do you think yourself brave, Sal?
It takes bravery to let things go. Do you think yourself brave,
Can you French?
Sal?
Oui, je parle français.
Where would
Je
I
parle de pratique,
go?
though.
My people are here.
I will learn to live without you. You cannot be so sentimental. Everywhere you go, there are people. The world is full of them, and their troubles for you to deal with. I like that.
Everywhere you go, there are people. The world is full of them, and there are troubles for you to deal with.
You may be right. My sister owes money to a crew for some liquor. She and her husband set up a casino, but the place burned down before it opened. Now these guys want their money back at twice the rate. I think the crew stole back the liquor she bought.
Sal is
and
like
burned the place
a
themselves.
perfect hipster with
But
a
I
haircut
can't
and
do
mustache.
nothing.
I mean... Sister, you too close.
Your sister. You two are close?
Of course. She's my sister.
I can take care of it for you.
I can take care of it for you, Sal. Put these swindlers out of business.
Puts in the deck of
You do
extra
that for
fromage.
me? What would I have to do for you?
Oh, there you go. You know, a little tit for tat.
Someone may tell you a secret that I need to know. Promise you will share it.
Deal, Goldie. Everyone has secrets. I'm sure I'll pick up a couple. Here's a little money, too, in case it costs you.
People always say, like, omelette du fromage as their, like, example of, like, you know, the extent of French. And it kind of annoys me because that's not even how you would really say it, right? It'd be more like omelette avec fromage, omelette au fromage, not omelette du fromage, because that would mean, like, it's omelette from cheese. Right? Was it Dexter? Yeah, that's right. It was a cartoon or something like that. Yeah, au fromage, exactly. Ou avec. It's either, you'd be like an omelette, like, with cheese. Yeah. do. That always comes up. Every time people hear that French is my first language, they assume I'm Quebecois, but I'm not. Wolfhound Lewis, thank you very much. The Lewis family in the American South were long-standing shiners, the entire way through Prohibition and on past it. First drink was 60 proof shine water when I was choking, and the family member forgot when he was drinking. Oh, man. So Wolfhound Lewis has a bootlegger past as well.
Oh, Sal! Usually the passenger pays the driver.
Oh, he gave me money to
Drop
help
me
take
near
care
the
of his
dep on the
sister.
corner. See you again, Sal.
I had to kill the priest because he was such a bad leader of the Ukrainians. Wait, I don't know who said that quote. I didn't finish reading it. Sal drops Goldie on the streets of Chicago. She's the queen of Chicago's nightlife. Soon, she'll own the city, too. And here we are! Maybe not the most practical outfit to get into gunfights with. On the other hand, it's not like anyone here's got body armor, so, you know, whether we got a flapper dress or not, I guess doesn't make much of a difference. What I'm gonna do... I'm actually wondering... We might skip the tutorial text, but here's the thing. The tutorial leads you to taking over your first couple of buildings. And if we skip it, then what happens is it starts the game with you having your first couple of buildings already in control. I think I might go for the full tutorial, but skip the text as we go. That way we can do the full build up. Now some people are saying full skip, just the skip it. Oh, because then we can get custom goons instead of just the random two. All right, we'll say I'll skip it then. We'll still get a few pop-ups and tips as we go, which is going to be fine. So, let's pause the game for a scooch. I do I think the visuals are really strong. What I like about it is that it really has a very large area to play in, because this is the neighborhood we're looking at, and then in fact you've got the entire town over here. So we're starting in West Loop Gate, that's good to know. But like, we can, you know, zoom in. We can take a look at Little Italy, for example. And these are all areas we can visit and travel around. Which I think is really, really, really fantastic. I like that. Some of the other Mafia games, I feel like they don't have as much of an area to really play around in. So I think that's quite strong, and I like the multiple levels of zoom that you've got going on here. So we've got that. Oh, did we start with oh yeah, right, because we skipped. I'm like, hold on, why do we have a building already? That would be why. So we are starting off with 3 buildings because we chose to skip the tutorial. We start off with a brewery, a speakeasy, and then we have our safe house. The safe house has got a few benefits to it. It does have a little bit of booze production itself. Game looks really up my alley. Yeah, like, I think the combat is quite slick, but I also like the management aspect. There's like 8 different menus over here. So here's our gangster, our current gangster here. It's like full equipment. They get talent, or it doesn't really apply, I think, to our main character, but the other people we'll be hiring, we're gonna get talents that we can choose from. Oh no, they're the talents right over there. Right, those are her traits. There's the actual talents. We're gonna have to start doing that. We've got a backstory over here for them.
This is the Black Book. From here, you can see what you get.
So these are all the gangsters we can recruit. The gangsters have a certain requirement of notoriety. Right now we have 0 notoriety, so we'll only be able to choose from these 4 over here. We'll be doing some hiring in just a moment. We got our mission journal. Currently, I have just the basic mission of I've got to hold 5 rackets, and that's it. Rackets are the name of their businesses. We got some more whiskey and chocolate. Hey, Mr. WF. Hey, Quill. The first time to see your live stream, but saw most of your other VODs. I saw the game on Steam, but was unsure, so I'll have a good look with some whiskey and let you persuade me to buy it. Well, thank you very much. If you do buy it, or if you are interested in more information about this game, do make sure, if you do ! What game, there's going to be a link over there to the website, play.empiresingame.com/Quill18, which is there for tracking purposes, but if you can use that link, it, makes me look good. So yeah, we'll have a mission over here. There'll be some more that show up relatively soon. We got a black market vendor. We only got 10,000 bucks sitting around right now, but we can go through here and purchase a variety of different equipment. Well, I'm sure we'll be buying lots of things as time goes on. Over here, we've got our diplomacy. I'm just going to skip this for a second. And this lets us have discussions with other factions. Right now, in the current state, we haven't actually met any of the other factions yet. If we'd done the tutorial, we would have sort of met one dummy faction to get us started, but that's it. The only faction we know about is the police. The police over here, and currently we are a wanted suspect. But what I like about the police is that you can interact with them. You can bribe them to improve relations, and you can build up more and more and more. I like the fact, like, shopping, if we can become an honorary deputy, we can shop from the police, we can wipe our slate clean if we need to, we can bail out anyone who is imprisoned, and if we get to be really good friends with them, we can actually have the police protect our businesses. That's how they get away with stuff. And then you can see their agenda right now. The police are patrolling Fulton Market, which is good. That's not even the neighborhood that we're in. So we'll see how that goes. And then these are all the factions in the game. But again, we don't really know who all the people are. The strongest factions will get 113,000 points. We're sitting at 103,000. So we'll do a little bit of catching up.
Empire overview is the...
So this is our Empire overview. We can go through all the neighborhoods, although right now there's no reason to look at anything other than West Loop Gate over here. And we can see the situation. No one officially owns this neighborhood yet. Hopefully it'll be ours not too long. It is a mediocre prosperity, not too rich, not too poor, and they want some top shelf liquor. Right now we're only producing swill, so we'll have to get a wee bit better at that. So we've got our crew over here, and there are at least 3 factions over here. So one of them is me, and I own 3 buildings. There's 2 other factions here, and they own 6 each. We're gonna have to try to do a little bit better if we can. Here's a list of all the rackets that we own, and then in fact all the rackets in this neighborhood, but we don't know what a lot of them are. And then over here are the customers. These are all the places where customers go to do business, so this will not include breweries in this list. Customers prefer top shelf while we're making booze in a bathtub. Yeah, pretty much. So we own the Sailors Club over here, which we will rename in just a second. So get ready with your good puns over here. Currently, we are competing. We're not full of customers. I mean, 050. We haven't unpaused yet. We should get some. Are we still playing bingo? Because that would let someone knock someone off their list. We're still getting some, but we'll have to raise the appeal, I would say, of our speakeasy here so that we can make sure we're completely full.
Here in the finance info.
So finance screen, again, multiple tabs. These are currently locked up, but we'll be opening them relatively soon, and we can see what our situation is. Right now, we've got some expenses. Not too many expenses, actually, and theoretically, we might turn a profit, but we are going to have to hire at least a couple of crew members, probably, to start butt-kicking. Although, there is an achievement I saw. I was looking at the Steam achievements a second ago. There is an achievement in this game to win the whole game without ever hiring any other gangsters, just doing it completely solo with your main character. And we got our alcohol production over here. Let's skip that. So we currently produce alcohol both out of our safe house and Pierre's Garage, or Pierre Garage, over here, which that's our proper brewery, and currently we're producing swill. We can downgrade to poison, which you can do shenanigans with other people, but right now it's just going to be swill. We'll probably want to upgrade the production centers of those things. The same thing here, the consumption, this neighborhood, again, they want top shelf, and we're currently feeding them swill. We actually have to upgrade our production quality twice to be able to get to the higher end stuff. So that, we might make that a priority, actually. We might make that a priority. I don't know. Actually seems like a decent idea, right? So let's go to this brewery, which... Oh no! We can rename a building when we take it over, but we might not be able to rename it afterwards. Oh no, because there should be a rename button down here. There is for the crew. So the Pierre Garage, or I'm going to call it Pierre's Garage because it sounds a little more French. I guess we're going to just have this name as is. We'll have to name... clearly, we'll have to take over other things so that we can improve the names on those things. But see, the production over here, so we have to bring it all the way up to level 3 if we want some, if we want top shelf. I feel like it's probably worth getting this going. Oh, sorry. Alcohol quality is actually the one I'm talking about. So yeah, currently swill, and we can improve to rack. Better than average. Earnings than swill, but still not great. So we'll see what we can do. Dun, 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 dun. Give it up in a war and then retake it. Although before we spend any money, let's see what else we need to do. So our other buildings, we've got our safe house over here. So it also produces a little bit of booze. We might also want to improve the security. These are just passive guards. So right now we have 3 guards, 1 outside and 2 inside. We could upgrade it all the way to 5. Well, we could upgrade it to 5 on the next level. It goes up quite a bit more than that. And then we've got our speakeasy. So the speakeasy's already been upgraded to level 2 security and level 2 ambiance, which I think is what happens if you do the full tutorial. It's possible that this level 2 ambiance will actually be enough to bring the customers in once we unpause. I'm not going to start any upgrades yet until we've unpaused, and also I want to go and recruit some more crew members first. So over here in the crew, we've got 4 people to choose from. Now, these 2 in the middle do not get along. We don't want both Hugh Miller and Gibby Willard because they hate each other. I mean, just literally giving themselves a finger on this little display over here. So, what are options? We've got Maria Rodriguez.
Hey, how are you?
Over here. Hired gun class. Big variety of traits. These are the ones we saw in the preview video. Maybe I should just hire the other 2. She's angry. I can appreciate that, you know? A little bit of saltiness going on. And then you can get, like, their backstory for their characters. There's, like, a lot of flavor thrown in here.
Hey, what's going on?
Gibby Willard. Wow, he is a physical specimen of high regard. He's actually got a grenade. Oh, that's quite cool. That is really quite cool. So what is he? Child labor, neighborhood casino income is increased when he's equipped to a safe house. Poverty gives him more defense and morale. He's delinquent, persuasion, reduction time taken to learn Demolish's profession, talent, intimidation. No man's an island. Bada big, bada boom. We've got Hugh Miller over here. So he's an enforcer type. You know, maybe what we'll do, how about, and then Grover Monks, a hired gun. How about we do something like we take Grover Monks and Gibby Willard, because in my video I have these 2 from the basically going through the tutorial. What's your deal here? You fell on hard times. You have a bonus to initiative and defense, gang leader, leadership, and marksmanship. You've got the child labor as well for the casino income. No man is an island. So when you're near someone, you have a boost your marksmanship. Oh, when you're near 2 or more friendly characters. So you really want to be clustered up to make No Man in an Island work well. And actually, if I recall correctly, I think this guy also had it. Yeah. So it's actually quite natural, I think, to have these 2. And then as long as we also have, what's our character's name? Gabby? Goldie. As long as we also have Goldie just sort of clustered together, we can get a nice bonus. All right, the trait system is so Crusader Kings. Yeah. So we're going to hire Grover Monks. So, oh my god, it's going to cost us $3,000 up front. And then it's going to take 2% of our monthly earnings, which is about $300 right now. Now, we can rename him. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull a name from the draw. It's Yobtox. Now, what do we want to do with Yobtox? Do we want, like... maybe we could use it as a nickname. Can we do that? Grover Yobtox Monks? Maybe that's a good way to deal with, like, the first name, last name kind of thing. I kind of dig that. Maybe we just get the one guy right now, because we may need to save our money for some upgrades or even buying another building. I don't know. We got more whiskey and chocolate. Who dat? Oh, it's Chaos again! Hey, Chaos! Can I get a speakeasy named the Salty Mermaid? Also check donations skipped over 2. Oh, yes, you're right. Did I skip over 2? No, I saw Mr., but I did miss Cyclovex a little minute ago. Hey, Cyclovex, it's been a while since I've seen you again. Been looking forward to this. My great-grandfather went through this era as a cop when the Philadelphia police were the most hardcore pro-prohibition agency in the country. City Council removed the head for being too good at stopping the booze. Wow, okay. Crazy. So, Yobtox over here can choose a talent to try to improve. Mark target. So you place a mark on the target. They have their defense reduced by 25% for 3 rounds. That's pretty good. And then sweep. Fire a stream of bullets over the target area with the chance to deal damage to any target caught in the area of effect. So we have an AoE, area of effect attack. So we have a great single target ability and a great area target ability.